Hey guys, welcome to another recap from New Zealand's biggest gap year, where a few years ago, Robin and I did an epic challenge around New Zealand doing 365 days of 365 activities. And on this day, we are going to try out some archery near Methven, and it's also Robin's birthday, so happy birthday, Robin! And toward the end of the video, you can join me and go through all the comments and the questions that people had asked the first time round when we published this video, just to get some more extra information about this tour. Alright guys, I'll see you toward the end of the video. Today is Robin's 30th birthday, so to celebrate, I'm making him a cheesecake. Although it's not your average cheesecake, it's more just rolls of cheese stacked on top of each other, shaped a bit like a cake. But he is French, so he digs that sort of thing. And because he's so old, I also get him an old person's board game. It's Rummikub, and my nana used to love it.
So after a bit of a yummy breakfast, we are hitting the road. We are passing the Archery Gorge that we're going to be exploring in the next few days, so don't miss that. But we are making our way toward Terrace Down Resort, and more specifically a point called Wind Whistle Point, world famous for, well, its wind. And we are going to be meeting Neil from New Zealand for a bit of archery in the woods. We are following Ted, which is the dog, and Neil, which is the guy, into the woods, into a little bit of a weird-ass shack, which has only 3 walls. This is because this is an archery shack. There is heaps of bows everywhere, and Neil is giving us the rundown on how to be the best archer ever. Under the judging eye of Ted, Neil is giving us heaps of tricks on how to handle the bow and how to make sure that we hit bullseye every single time.
Let the bow do it. Oh, not bad.
Neil always knows where the arrow's going to end up even before we shoot.
Now, just open the fingers and let the arrow go. Nice!
This is the first time that we're doing archery, and we both managed to pick it up pretty quickly. Neil has some awesome teaching skills, and as soon as we're picking up that bow, we feel absolutely epic, like we're Legolas in Lord of the Rings or Katniss from the Hunger Games. It's so awesome to do. Even from watching from the side, Neil knows exactly what little movements we need to do in order to score bullseye. His teaching methods are really awesome, and I'm super surprised at how good our scores are getting. And once we have fine-tuned our firing power, Neil is setting us some different challenges to do as well, so we can get super competitive. We're doing challenges to beat each other's scores, as well as working together to get the highest score between us. But of course, not every arrow hits the target, so it's a bit of a mission to find them in the forest.
It's here.
Oh, there it is.
The arrow of shame.
Archery is really awesome. It's actually one of the world's oldest sport, and there is actually a lot of skills involved. It's not all about just trying to aim and going at it. It's all about how to behave with your entire body to give the right motion to the bow and therefore to the arrow and make it bullseye. It's really fun, and it's really challenging to try to make it happen consistently. Archery is definitely a sport that I could see myself getting into really quickly. It's really fun and there is a lot to it, and Neil is keeping it super entertaining by giving us so many various challenges. I usually get bored of stuff really quickly just because, well, I have a short attention span, but he's keeping me involved all the way through it. And archery has a really interesting history here in New Zealand. It was introduced by the English settlers when they came here, and that was just introduced as an entertainment method, as a sport basically. It was never used as a hunting method or as a fighting method because they already had padded weapons. And the Maoris back in the days used mostly spears and clubs to hunt and fight each other. Archery was never part of their culture. As Laura and I are entering the last round of our competition, the clash of the bow, the battle of the arrows, it is neck and neck. We are only 1 arrow apart at the end, and it's all about making it into that goddamn yellow circles. Ted is not impressed as we are finishing the competition without a single arrow in the yellow circles. But Neil is counting the score and rounding up our final tally, and it turns out that I am the winner. He's crowning me the winner of this competition, but that's probably just because it's my birthday. All in all, it was great fun playing with bows and arrows in the wood. We are now making our way back toward the Mount Hut bunkhouse, where we're going to be spending another night because there is much more to explore in the area.
Today is Robin's 30th birthday. He's hitting the big 3-0.
I don't want to turn 30 years old.
I thought I would decorate the camper van, put some lights up and put some balloons all around the camper van and make it look like a children's birthday party, just to give him the illusion that he is young, except he is not. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that video and seeing what that experience is like doing archery with New Zealand. Now we have a few obviously happy birthday comments in the YouTube comments section from when we published this video previously. Natalia says, happy birthday Robin, looks like you had a great time today. Chasing Adeline says, happy birthday Robin, I love Remy, that is such a Rummy Cub, that is such a fun game. I guess I'm old, lol. And then Anna Witter says, oi, cheer up, you've got loads of fun years ahead. I hated my 20s, 30s, and were better in my 40s. My 40s were the best year to date. You don't get older, you get better. Wise words there. We also have a actual question about the activity though from Peter saying, where else can you do archery in New Zealand? This one doesn't fit into our itinerary. So just off the top of my head, where else you can probably do on the South Island? You're probably thinking more the South Island since this archery trip is on the South Island as well. There is an archery sort of centre near Hanmer Springs. So that's also a good opportunity as well. I think they also do clay pigeon shooting, that sort of thing. So if you're travelling through Hanmer Springs or doing a side trip to go visit the hot pools, for instance, then that is another alternative if you can't quite make it to Methven. Alright guys, I hope you found that video useful. If you do have any comments or questions of your own, be sure to put them in the comments section below or join us during one of our live Q&A sessions, which we do every single Sunday at 8 AM New Zealand time. If you can't join us for one of our live sessions though, then don't forget that we have nzpocketguide.com, which is New Zealand's largest travel guide. It's 100% free for you guys to use and it's available 24/7. So go head over to the website, check out the rest of our channel by clicking subscribe, notification bells, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.